Hello, in this video I am going to focus on translating word problems into equations, and we are going to look at 3 questions. Here is the first question. When 6 is added to 4 times a number, alright? When 6 is added to 4 times a number, the result means it's equal to 50. In these 3 questions we are going to look at, we are going to form the equations, then we are going to solve to find the number, as in this case they're asking us to find the number. In the previous videos I would have specified what are the key terms we look for to know how to set up the equation, to know what operation sign to use, and we would have also solved linear equations, or what we call simple equations. Good? So we are going to solve. We can use the balancing method. Remember the balancing method that was used to eliminate what we do not want. My unknown is n. The coefficient of n is 4. So I keep my variable and my coefficient on this side. Because 6 is positive, to use the balancing method, I will need to subtract 6. Remember, it is an equation. One side equals to the other. So the exact same operation we perform on one side, we must perform that same operation on the other side. So 6 eliminates itself because 6 subtract 6 is 0. I have my 4n standing by itself, which I wanted. And 50 minus 6 will leave me with 44. Remember, the coefficient of n must be 1. In this case, the coefficient of n is 4. So I need to get rid of 4. What will I do to get rid of 4? I divide both sides by 4. 4 into itself is 1. Therefore, n is equal to 4 into itself is 1. 4 goes into 44 exactly 11 times. Okay? So the number we are looking for is 11. Remember, our question asked us to find the number. So just what we did for this question, we are going to do it 2 more times. That is for the next 2 questions. We form our equation and then we solve using, I have used the balancing method. Let us look at our number 2. The sum of a number and 9 is multiplied by -2. And the answer is -8. Find the number. What is our first step? Yes, our first step is to form the equation. Sum means to add. We need to find the sum of a number and 9. This is my number and this is my 9. That's the sum of the 2 of them. The question asks me to multiply it by -2. See, I am going step by step. And the answer indicates to us that we're looking at is equal to, right? And they have given us -8. -8. Now we need to solve. Notice, remember I would have indicated to you we use PEMDAS when we have parentheses. Right? So we need to remove that parentheses. parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, subtraction. With multiplication, division going from left to right, addition and subtraction left to right. Good. I'm going to remove my parentheses now. Let's go together. Negative 2 by positive n is negative 2n. Negative 2 by positive 9 is negative 18. Good. Using the balancing method, we can add 18 to both sides. We do the opposite of 18. 18 was subtracting, so we add it to both sides of the equation. 18 minus 18 leaves us with 0. And 18 minus 8, or minus 8 plus 18 is 10. What am I solving for? N. N is my unknown. I need to get rid of the coefficient of n. The coefficient of n is negative 2. Negative goes with a negative. 2 goes into itself once. Therefore, n is equal to something. Let us look at what something we will get. A negative divided by a positive is a negative. 2 goes into 10 exactly 5 times. Okay? So let us look carefully. The problem asks us to find the number. Good? We decided that we are going to use n to represent that number. Remember, you can use any of the 26 letters found in the English alphabet. Okay? I just used N. You can use X, A, B, whichever letter you want to use. So the number we were looking for our unknown, the number N, is negative 5. And we are going to do one more question. We're going to look at one more. Alright. Okay. One more question. Good. In a given amount of time, Jamie drove twice as far as Rhonda. So, if Rhonda has driven 10 miles, it means that Jamie drove 20 because he drove twice as much. Now, we do not know the numbers, but let's not guess. One of the things we can say about that statement number 1 is that Jamie plus Rhonda make up some amount of miles. Let us look at the next sentence. Altogether, they drove 90 miles. Find the number of miles driven by each. Remember, we can find the number of miles using any number of methods. But I want us to, in this equation, to form linear equations, or what we call simple equations, and solve them to find the value of what we are looking for. We did so in 2 previous videos. Good? Again, we are going to form a linear equation. Jamie drove twice. So Jamie, I am going to say 2x. And Rhonda, I am going to say x. Right? $90 miles, I will just use 90. Good? So Jamie is twice as much as Rhonda. Now I have a linear equation. I'm going to simplify here. And I just have one step. That is to get rid of the coefficient of x, which is higher than 1. In this case, it is 3. 3 goes into itself once. Therefore, x is 3 into itself once, and it goes into 90 exactly 30 times. So we are looking at 30 miles. All right, so let us reason now. Good. Jamie is 2 times x. So 2 times 30 is Rhonda, she's just x. What is x? X is 30. And when I put Jamie and Rhonda together, I must get exactly 90. What is 60 plus 30? All right. So we have done the check to see if we're correct. So if they are going to ask us to do something, we will respond accordingly. They ask us to find the number of miles driven by each. So we can say Jamie is 60 miles and Rhonda is 30 miles. See? But remember, I said before, we can do so using a number of methods. We do not have to do linear equations to find each of what we need. We can use a number of methods, but in this video, I am focusing on translating verbal statements into linear equations, or we say simple equations, and solve. Okay? So we've answered 3 of them. You may go through the questions, review the solutions, and ask your questions. I'm going to do my utmost to answer you to the best of my ability. Thank you.